The ongoing legal feud between It Ends With Us co-stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is what's trending in true crime this morning, as a brand new behind-the-scenes video may be shedding some light on what went wrong. Baldoni's lawyer released the footage showing the co-stars interacting while filming a slow dance scene in the movie. And we can hear Lively and Baldoni speaking to one another. They were out of character during some of those intimate moments. Take a look.
We don't shut up.
And Emily and I have we have these moments where
staring. You just stare.
Literally we've done it for like 5 minutes. it's like, I think you would find it terrifying. We just literally look at each other and like
when
time.
Our son is a sociopath.
And like, time stops.
Yeah.
But like that's just how it's been for us from the beginning.
No, we're like, oh my God, there's not enough time.
Oh.
And they score again.
No. It's like, oh my God, I forgot to tell you something else.
I think that's cute. You guys are really cute.
I think it's more than cute.
All right, so after the release of this video, Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, are now seeking a protective order against Baldoni's attorney for what they call retaliatory media campaign they say has been going on against them. So this morning, we're asking, after you watch the video, who do you think it helps, Lively or Baldoni? Let's bring in our power panel now. Still with me, attorneys John Phillips and Michael J. Brown. I want to welcome in entertainment reporter Kinsey Schofield. Good morning to you all. Kinsey, let me start with you, please. Who does this help?
I don't like either one of them after all of this. I'm overwhelmed with all of this negativity. The movie was so beautiful, and it had such an incredible message about, taking care of yourself and loving yourself. And, I feel like this has really muddied the beautiful message. I don't know if you know this, but the author of the book recently deleting her Instagram account, some of their other co-stars being harassed based on whose side. It's become such a toxic headline that I don't know if this benefits anyone, truly. I think it's a PR nightmare for both parties.
That's a really good point. Kinsey, I'm so glad you said that. And I think a lot of our courties share your sentiments. A lot of people are just going, okay, this is nauseating, this back and forth. And then you watch it, and then it's kind of... maybe underwhelming is the word. Oh, I don't know. You're expecting to see, something horrible happen, and not really. So what do these two need to do? Go have a seat somewhere, separate from one another? John Phillips, let me go to you next. Who do you think the video helps?
I agree. It kind of helps and hurts both of them. But the bigger issue, and what Blake Lively's counsel is making, is, look, stop trying it in the media. One thing I've said on TV interviews and in court and meeting with clients is justice is spelled one way, but it's defined many different ways. And I'll ask the client, how's it defined to you? But it's criminal cases, it's civil cases, and it's the court of public opinion. But once we have a civil case and a criminal case in some instances, but a civil case, you got to shut up. Because there's ethical rules that say you can't do or say anything that could potentially affect a jury, and when it's this big, people are leaning forward and listening, and so if one side is trying the case in the media more than the other, it's a problem. And so, this video coming out with the spin around it is kind of the source of the cease and desist and controversy.
I appreciate that, John. Yeah, great points. Ethically, there are rules that lawyers have to follow. They don't always follow them, but really appreciate that. That's important to keep in mind as this one progresses, and apparently these two sides keep going at each other. Michael J. Brown, last but not least, I want to get your thoughts on the video and who you think it helps.
Julia, I'm just going to follow up on John's point. It's a great point. Cases are tried in the courtroom. They're not tried in the court of public opinion. And what happens often is the prosecutor and/or in a civil case, the plaintiff's attorney, they file the summons and complaint, they file the criminal charges, the indictment, and then they hold press conferences and they speak to the press and the media about what it is that they're claiming happened. So, you can throw the stone and then they run the other way and they don't want the defense side to defend their client. So it's a fine line. The defense has an absolute right to defend their client, and they're simply trying in a lot of cases to level the playing field. But as John indicated and as you indicated, Julie, yes, there are ethical constraints, and you certainly don't want to cross that line. But at the end of the day, what's most important is to get people in that courtroom who are fair and impartial, are not familiar with the case, and can render a verdict free of all of that media stuff, so to speak.
Right. Excellent points from you all. Michael, thank you for that. So we'll leave it here for now. I'm sure we'll be talking about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni in this. We see the next motion drop.